Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video, and today we will be trying out a new product from Charlotte Tilbury. We will be trying out the new Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I love the packaging. I love how this looks. But before we get started into today's video, if it is your first time watching, please hit the subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to hit the like button. Alright y'all, so let's just get right into today's video. This concealer retails for $33. It is available in 30 shades. It has a radiant finish. It is good for dark circles. It is long wear, medium coverage. It's waterproof. It brightens and lifts eyes and face. Concealer, I picked up the shade 1210, and this is described as a deep shade with a neutral undertone, even though it looks a little light. But I wanted to pick a shade that I could use for highlighting, or a shade that just would give me a bright under eye look. But when you look on Sephora and Charlotte Tilbury's website, they have a chart matching you with whatever shade you are in the foundation to what shade you will be in the concealer. I didn't go off that just because the shade that was suggested I felt like would be a little too close to my skin tone, so that's why I went with this particular shade. I decided to use the Beautiful Skin foundation. I have the shade 14 Cool. I have a review up on my channel. If you want to check that out, I will have a card somewhere on the screen, or I will have a link listed below, so you can go over and check that out. So now I'm gonna do a quick swatch of the concealer so we can see what it looks like swatched on my hand. This is what it looks like swatched on my hand, and this looks very light. Like this, it's like, it is almost too light, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna make it work. And this doesn't have a super creamy consistency to it, by the way. Like, I wouldn't describe this as being creamy just off of that one swatch. I'm going to apply it to just one eye first, then blend it out before I go over to the other eye, because I don't know if this is a concealer that dries down quickly. This is what this eye looks like with the concealer blended out. This is easy to work with. It's not a concealer that dries down quickly. It has nice coverage. I would describe this as medium coverage. I would say more light to medium. That's what I'm getting from it. And also, this is a concealer that I feel is definitely luminous. I have like that luminosity underneath my eye. Hopefully you guys could see it. It's coming across on camera. And also, this shade, I do feel like it gave me a bright under eye look. So far it's okay. I'm not like crazy about it, but set it with my Chanel loose powder, and I have the shade 40. Y'all, so I'm back with the concealer on, and this is what my under eyes look like. So far so good. Y'all know as of lately I've tend to reach more for medium, light to medium coverage concealers, just because full coverage don't work for me, and also a lot of concealers don't work in general, just because I have under eye creasing with pretty much every concealer I try. I have a few concealers that I actually really like that works for me, and hopefully this might be one that's added to the list. I don't know. I noticed with this concealer, I don't want to say it's glitter, but it's something sparkly there, like you can actually see it on your skin. So I don't know if that's what's giving it the luminous effect under the eye, but it's not like, I don't want to say it's glitter, because when you think of glitter, you kind of think of something that gets all over the place. I know that's how I think, or you kind of think of something that's more juvenile, but there is like these little sparkly things that I'm seeing under my eye, which it doesn't look bad. It's not like super noticeable. I had to really put the mirror up to my face like that to see it, but I do see it, so that is something to keep in mind. Again, it's not a bad thing. I'm hoping and praying that this concealer does not crease on me, because if a concealer crease on me, then it's a no. I'm not wearing it. I'm not trying it out ever again. So hopefully this does not crease. So far so good. I like the way it looks. I don't feel like this is a concealer that gives you a super flawless under eye look. I don't think this is a concealer you would reach for if you want a very glam kind of look. This is not that. This is something that you can pretty much use every day for a natural kind of look. I'm going to wear this for a couple hours, and I'll be back to give y'all my final thoughts, and we'll see how this looks under the eyes. So I'll see y'all in a few. Okay, y'all, I'm back after having this concealer on for almost 8 hours. As you see, my under eyes have definitely started to crease on me. It doesn't look bad, but my under eyes definitely have creased. This claims to be long wearing. I don't feel like it is that long wearing for me to have creasing within 5 hours, but also it doesn't claim to be crease proof, so keep that in mind. Even though it did crease, I feel like before the creasing, this didn't settle in any of my fine lines under my eyes. It was easy to blend out. Also, this feels very hydrating. It's not drying. This is not a concealer that's going to give you that dry under eye feeling at all. I do like the way it look under the under eyes. Now, this is not a concealer that I would think of putting on if I wanted a super glam look, or if I wanted a full coverage look. You're definitely not going to get that with this unless you go in with a lot of concealer, and y'all know my thoughts when it comes to putting a lot of concealer on. I just don't think that you should. Overall, I feel like this is just an okay concealer. This is not the best concealer I've tried. This is not the worst. I'm kind of in the middle with it. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, I do feel like the shades range could be a lot better when it comes to the shades and the undertone. When you look at the shades online, I feel like you see a ton of light and tan shades, and then when you get to the medium deep area, it's like a good maybe 8 or 9 shades. I believe definitely couldn't work on the shade range. I did forget to mention that. It's just an okay concealer. This is great for all skin types. I would recommend it. I think this is a concealer that you would have to try out to form your own opinion. This is just, it's decent. It's not, again, it's not the best. It's not the worst. Scale of 1 to 10, what would I rate this concealer? I'm going to give this a 7.5, and it gets a 7.5 just because it's an okay concealer. It's not the best, it's not the worst. The shade range, I feel like definitely could be a lot better. This is not as long wearing as what I expected it to be. This definitely should not have creased on me within 5 hours. If my thoughts on this change, I would definitely keep y'all updated. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my thoughts on this concealer. Y'all let me know, do you plan on picking this up? Let me know if you tried it out already. What are your thoughts? And most importantly, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.